Welcome to Learner's Planet, students. Students, this is session 1 about food. Where does it come from? So students, in this session we are going to study about food, the definition of food, its importance, and from where do we obtain it. So let's start with this session. Students, so first of all we will see that what is actually meant by food. Students, food is any substance which is consumed to provide nutritional support for the body, and it is usually of plant or animal origin, right? And why it is called as the nutritional support? Why can we say that it provides nutritional support for the body? Yes, because it contains all the essential nutrients such as carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins or minerals. So students, in ancient or earlier times, people used to have food, or they used to obtain food by hunting, gathering or by agriculture. But in today's time, food is also supplied by the food industry. So this is the difference. Today also we obtain it by agriculture, but also food is supplied by food industry. We do not have to hunt or gather to obtain food, right? We do not have to hunt animals for food. So students, we can say that all living things, including human beings, need food in order to stay alive, because food provides us with all the essential nutrients which is required for our body. So students, almost all foods are of plant and animal origin. For example, cereal grain, which is a staple food that provides more food energy than any other type of crop, right? And the food that we eat is also very useful to us, right? So the food that we eat helps us in many ways. So we will see that how much important food is. So now we will study about importance of food. Students, food plays vital role in maintaining proper health, right? And as we discussed, why is it important? Because food provides energy to our body. There are other things also which are very much important, which is provided by the food to us. It is like it also helps in prevention and cure of diseases. If we are suffering from any kind of disease, then it also helps in growth and repair of worn out tissues. Means it will repair the dead cells which are present in our body. It will replace our dead cells with the new cells, and it will also help in maintaining and also the development and growth of our body. It also provides us with energy, and it also protects our body from diseases. So it also acts as a precaution, right? Even if we are suffering from any kind of disease, we can recover our health by taking in food which is very much beneficial for us, which is very nutritious for us. And it can also protect our body from diseases. Means, yes, before any kind of disease occurs, we can eat healthy food. We will eat healthy food to make ourselves healthy and to maintain our health in a very proper condition. So it can protect us from any kind of disease, right? So students, as you know that good nutritive food makes health, but at the same time unhealthy food or bad food gives rise to several diseases. So food provides us with important nutrition, which is important in the cure of disease. So unhealthy food is responsible for lowering our immunity power. So that is why we say that we should not eat junk food, which is very unhealthy for us. We should always eat food which is nutritious for us. So we should always eat healthy food. So students, proteins, fats, carbohydrates, minerals and vitamins are such nutrients which are vitally important for maintaining and managing our body functions. So always remember that a well-balanced nutritive diet is thus very much important for the maintenance of good health and also in maintaining good hygiene. Right? So for maintaining good health, we should follow a well-balanced nutritive diet. Alright? So I hope that you are clear with the definition of food and importance of food. Now let's see the sources of food, means from where we can obtain it. Yes. So students, from where do we get food? This is the question now. Students, as you know that we eat a variety of food, right? And it is almost, as we discussed, that almost all foods are of plant and animal origin. So we can say that we get food from both plants and animals. And even the food we eat produces energy. It maintains life for us. It maintains our life and stimulates growth. Means it helps in increasing growth of our body. Right? And even many plants or plant parts are also eaten as food. As we discussed, that cereal grain is a staple food that provides us with more energy than any other type of crop. Even other types of crop also provide us with lots of energy. Right? For example, millet, wheat, oats, barley, brown rice, beans and peas. These are all such kind of cereal grains or all such kind of food which are highly valuable in building our health and in maintaining our health. So we can say that these are very much nutritious for us, and you will be amazed to know that maize, wheat and rice account for 87% of the grain production worldwide. Means worldwide, maize, wheat and rice are used or are very much important and are grown at a very large scale. So students, all living things, even human beings, need food in order to stay alive. Right? So students, do you think that all human beings eat same kind of food? No. We eat a variety of food. Right? We also eat other kind of food like wheat, mung beans, soya beans, which make excellent sprouts. Right? Sprouts means they have just germinated. Right? If we sow seed, it will germinate after some days. And that germinated food, if we eat it in the raw condition, that make excellent, these are excellent sprouts. These are very, very, very nutritious for us. So students, we can say that we can obtain food or we get food from plants as well as animals. Right? And its sources, these are known as the sources of food. Means from these sources we obtain food. So students, do you think that plants get food from other sources? No, plants do not get food from other sources. Do animals get food from other sources? Yes, they do get from other sources, right? So as plants are very much important for us, even animal foods are equally important for us. Let's see. Yes. Animal source foods, also called as ASF shortly. It includes any food item that comes from an animal source. So even plant source are very much important for us, and even animal source are very important for us, because they both provide us with lots of foods which are very much nutritious and good for us. For example, meat, milk, fish, eggs, cheese and yogurt, etc. There are many other food also. So these are some of the very important animal source foods. So students, many people do not consume ASF or consume very little ASF, means animal source foods, by either personal choice or necessity. As you know that vegetarians do not consume animal source foods, right, by either personal choice or necessity, right? So there are other alternative also other than these animal source foods which can provide them with lots of energy, right? So you should know that which are the other alternative foods other than the animal source foods which can provide the same amount of energy. Alright? So students, as we were discussing, that do plants get food from other sources? No? Yes, it's no. They do not get food from other sources, right? So let's see some of the basic things, some of the important things, and now we will study about something about plants, right? How do we obtain food from the plants? So first of all, we will see that green plants prepare their own food. As you know that, right? They prepare by themselves, and that is why they are known as producers, because they produce the food by themselves, right? But how they produce the food? How will they prepare the food by their own? Yes, for preparing the food they need something. Yes, they need something, like they use sunlight, air, specifically carbon dioxide in the air, then water and chlorophyll which is present in their leaves to make their own food. So these all factors are very much important for the plants to prepare their own food, and by the process by which they make or they produce, the green plants produce their food with the help of all such factors like sunlight, carbon dioxide, water and chlorophyll, is known as photosynthesis. So this process is actually called as photosynthesis, right? So here you can see the equation. This is written in the form of equation, that sunlight plus carbon dioxide plus water plus chlorophyll will make an organic food known as sugar. So students, why it is called as an organic food? Because it contains carbohydrates, it contains hydrogen and oxygen, that is CHO, right? So we can say that sugar is a type of carbohydrate, but organic food means, sorry, it is not carbohydrate. C is for carbon, right? So it contains carbon, C, it contains hydrogen, H, and it contains oxygen, O. That is why it is also called as CHO food, right? So CHO is organic food, and sugar is a type of carbohydrate which is made by the green plants with the help of sunlight, carbon dioxide, water and chlorophyll. So let's see some diagrammatic representation of the green plants and how they prepare their food. Yes, this is one diagram which will clear the image in your mind that how do plants prepare food. Like you can see here, Mainly plant is divided into two types, two systems, the root system and the shoot system, right? So the root system comprises of the roots, and the shoot system comprises of all the other parts of the plant except roots, right? So the other parts of the plant are stem, leaves, buds, flowers, fruits, etc. And roots comprises of the root system, right? So these are the roots, as you can see here. Whenever we water the plant, we water the plants in the soil. We water the soil, right? We do not water the whole plant, right? So what is the function of root? It will absorb the water from the soil and it will pass on to other parts of the plant, right? And with the help of sunlight, that is the sunlight energy, and with the help of carbon dioxide which is present in air, which is not seen by us, it is a gas, right? So carbon dioxide gas cannot be seen, right? But plants absorb it, right? And it gives out oxygen, and it also gives out glucose or sugar. It does not give out because it is not a gas, right? It gives out oxygen in the atmosphere, right? Because oxygen is a gas, but glucose and sugar are not gases, right? So we can say that this is a type of food which is prepared by the green plants, alright? And even chlorophyll is needed, alright? That is why they are green in color, because of chlorophyll, because it is a green pigment, right? So I hope you are clear with this diagram, right? So let's revise it. Yes, roots absorb water from the soil, and they also absorb carbon dioxide gas from the atmosphere and even sunlight energy, and also with the help of chlorophyll present in their leaves, they prepare the food called as sugar or glucose, which is a type of carbohydrate, and it also gives out the gas known as oxygen gas, right? So as you know that we breathe in oxygen gas and we breathe out carbon dioxide gas. So whenever we breathe out carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere, it is absorbed by the green plants, and whenever green plants give out oxygen gas in the atmosphere, that oxygen gas is breathed in by us, right? We inhale in or we breathe in oxygen gas from the atmosphere, which is given out by green plants, and in this way the nature is balanced, and that is why we say that green plants are very much useful for us. Not even the green plants, all the type of plants, right? So we should plant the trees as much as possible, because it also gives out oxygen and it provides us with food and many other things, right? So it is useful in many ways. So students, different plant parts serve as sources of food for us. For example, fruits and vegetables that we eat are obtained from different plant parts like fruits and flowers, right? Then even vegetables are also important for us, as they are excellent source of vitamins and minerals if they are consumed in their natural raw state, and even if it is present in the boiled state, then also it is nutritious. But make sure that it should not be much deep fried or fried, because it will lose all the vitamins and minerals, right? And because of this we will not get the nutrition, right? So students, as you know that fruit itself is a complete food. Why it is termed as a complete food? Because fruits are very digestive. It helps in our digestion, right? So fruits, vegetables, green leafy vegetables, they are very much important for us, right? So students, many plants or plant parts are eaten as food, as you know, and you will be amazed to know that there are around 2000 plant species that are cultivated or grown for food. Even seeds of a plant are also a good source of food for animals and for humans also, right? Why we can say that seeds of plants are good source of food for animals and humans? Because they contain the essential nutrients which are necessary for the plant's growth and also for us. So, if they are so much important for the plant growth, if they are so much useful for the plant's growth, then you can think or you can imagine that how much important it can be for us, for humans as well as for animals. So students, do you remember that seed leaves or cotyledons store food in them for the seeds, right? And they used to provide nutrition for germination, right? So we can say that seeds are very good source of food, and the majority of food which is consumed by human beings are seed-based foods only. Like they are also called as edible seeds, means eatable seeds, which includes cereals, legumes and nuts, and even oil seeds are pressed or used to produce oils. For example, sunflower oil or linseed oil, etc. Right?